Welcome to Behind the Smoke Podcast, Barbecue War Stories. My name is Sean Walchef with Cali Comfort Barbecue. We are recording above the butcher shop in Spring Valley at Valley Farm Market. Derek Marceau is actually out for this episode. He's in Kansas City for the National Barbecue Association Conference. I wish I was there, but it's been a tough third trimester for my wife, and it's been important that I stay here. So we wish all of our barbecue family all the best that are out in KC. Hopefully we get some good content from there. But today we have one of our close friends, somebody that became a close friend of the show through actually Dave and Jeff. We've had both Dave Palais and Jeff Dotseth on this podcast. Radio folk. We love radio. Especially at Cali Comfort. A lot of our success in getting outside of Spring Valley was the stuff that we did on sports radio. And Steve Woods has become a close friend. He is part of the team, the Ben and Woods team at Mighty 1090. Ben Higgins and Shelly Higgins have also been on this podcast, so I think we've worked our way through. Kaplan's been on this podcast. So we've worked our way through the Mighty 1090 lineup.
Just missing Darren Smith.
Just missing Darren Smith. And yeah, we absolutely would love to get Darren on. But you guys have an incredible lineup, and welcome to Behind the Smoke.
Thanks very much. It's been one hell of a year.
It has been an unbelievable year.
Incredible.
I think one of the coolest things for us, if you're tuning into the podcast for the first time, is, for us going behind the smoke and getting into the business of radio and how radio can help transform your business, how you can build relationships, and how the best people on radio ultimately podcast. You've been podcasting probably more than most people. You podcasted when it wasn't cool. So
yeah,
how many different podcasts have you started?
It's funny, man. I was talking to somebody about this yesterday as we are about to launch another podcast. And
what was the name of your last podcast?
The very last one I did, Woods with Friends.
And then the one before that?
Was Everybody's Got a Podcast.
I love that name.
Yeah.
Everybody's Got a Podcast.
Yeah. But I started podcasting in like 2011 with Chris Cantori, who's been on this
also
podcast
been on this
as well.
Podcast, yeah.
We did a podcast called Cantori Woods. So I was on a show on FM 94.9. It's why I moved to San Diego, called The Mikey Show. And Mikey was on Rock 105. It's a big falling out. Mikey went to FM 94.9. The crew stayed behind.
Mikey, it was Cali Comfort Mikey. That was our first gig into radio.
Is that right?
We started doing stuff at the Mikey Show.
I'm not surprised. The old Mikey Show on 105.3.
105.3, yeah.
So, I had met Mikey and Eddie and those guys back in Dallas. I was a sales guy in radio. It's just so weird how it all worked out. But like the first day I met them, they're both like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you need to be on the air. I'm like, well, shit, put me on the air. Let's go. Yeah. The first
you
day.
didn't have a dream before, like when you were in sales, you didn't have a dream that you wanted to be on air before that.
So when you want to hear, it's the most serendipitous thing. The reason I'm even sitting here, the reason that I have a son, the reason that I'm married to my wife, it's just all serendipitous. And it's so weird how life works. And when I really sit back and think about it, I get emotional about it, but it also makes me, it trips me out. So I'm kind of aimless after I graduate college. Graduated Loyola University, Chicago, in 99 with a degree in English. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. My dream when I was a kid, I always wanted to teach. I wanted to teach and coach. That was kind of the deal. Teach English.
Okay.
Yeah, I was an English major. Loved to read, loved to write, which probably surprises a lot of people, but I loved books, man. I loved books. I loved authors. I loved poetry. I loved all of it. And I love music. And in music, the words were always most important to me. That's why I can't listen to new country, because it just like the words are meaningless. They're vapid. It's why I don't really like pop music, because it's kind of just meaningless stuff. Give me Willie and Waylon and Hank and the guys that kind
Johnny
of
Cash.
Johnny Cash, the guys that like you could feel it, because the words are so important. So long story short, I graduate and I'm aimless, man. I'm just drifting at this point. I'm living at home with my parents. I really don't know what I want to do.
Back in Texas or in Chicago? So you
in
left
Texas.
Chicago.
Moved back, yeah. So I really don't know what to do. So my mom, God love her, sends me to a career counselor, which I think was a fancy word for shrink.
Career counselor?
Yeah.
After college?
After college.
So it's not a career counselor before you go.
Like therapist / career counselor. And I think, I'm a big believer in therapy. I'm a big believer in talking it out. And so I agreed to go to this lady. And it just so happened that she was on the 7th floor, and on the 10th floor was this big conglomeration of radio stations. 102.1 The Edge, 97.1 The Eagle. So I'm sitting in her office one day. It's about 4:50. We had met at 4, and we're talking through. She said, "What do you want to do? What do you want to be?" And I'm like, I just really don't know. What are you into? I love music. She goes, "Come with me." Literally grabs me by the arm, puts me on the elevator. We go up three floors. We're at the radio station, but the doors are like shut, and so we're just standing kind of outside the side door. All of a sudden, the door opens. Guy walks out. His name's Lauren Condren, and she goes, "Excuse me, what is your name?" And he's like, "How you doing? I'm Lauren Condren." She goes, "What do you do?" He goes, "Well, I'm the promotions director for 102.1 The Edge."
I like how she rolls.
Yeah, 100%.
Just calling
right
shots.
To it. So he's like, "Oh, I'm the promotions director for 102.1 The Edge." She goes, "Well, I want you to meet this young man right here. He's got a college degree, is an English major, very sharp. I was probably 40 pounds thinner and kind of in my prime back then. And I was, dressed up. The hair was looking good. And she's like, he's very sharp. He can talk. He needs a job. And he really loves music. And I think he'd be a great fit here." And the guy looks at me and he goes, "Right on. Call me tomorrow." Gives me his card. So just like that. So
Wow.
Next morning, I wake up. I shoot him an email, give him a call. He comes. I go in, interview. First job out of college was real.
This is the first time you met with her?
This was like, we had met a couple of times,
Okay.
and then it finally clicked. Oh, we have radio stations upstairs.
Got it.
But this is the first time I ever met him or had any inclination.
for radio. Wow.
But I loved radio. I was raised on radio, like we all were. You know, back in the
for
day.
sure.
I'm 43 years old. Radio. I listened to the radio all the time, and was a huge Stern fan, and just I loved radio. I love music. I love talk. I love sports. So I give Lauren a call, go in, interview. He hires me as a promotions assistant, a promotions kid.
Which is the bottom of the ladder.
Bottom of the rung. $7 an hour, something
Yeah.
like that. So my dad is like, "I just laid out how much for you to go to this college in Chicago. I paid for you to live in a high rise. I had a fat place. I worked and stuff through college, but like I didn't have to work to pay my way." So he's like, "You're making $7 an hour. Brilliant."
Yeah,
As
right.
usual. So I'm in there for
And we sent you to the career counselor to tell you to go and fucking
tell you
do
to go
this.
get a promotions gig, which I didn't even really know existed.
Right?
So I go get the job and I crush it because I was having fun. And they're like, first night, they're like, "Hey, go to this club and hand out t-shirts." Well, there's girls everywhere. I'm 22. There's girls everywhere. "You work for the Edge? You work for the Edge?" I'm like, "Yes, I do. Yes, would you like a t-shirt? Would you like a sticker? Would you like my phone number?"
Yeah.
Whatever. And so after about 6 months of doing that, well, I'm like noticing there's some ladies around the office. And I start seeing one of them, and she's in sales. And she's this hot shit older girl in sales. And she's like, "You're wasting your time. You need to be in sales." So she puts in a word with the sales manager. I go in and do a presentation for him, knock it out of the park. They hire me in sales.
Perfect.
Just like that.
Done.
So now I'm in sales. And then the Mikey show moves to town. And I meet Mikey and Eddie. They knew no one. They had no friends. I listened first.
Wow,
day.
you met
I loved
Eddie.
it.
So you've known Eddie that long,
I've known
too.
Eddie that long, too.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And so they were there, and they had no,
Fuck, that's
they
insane.
felt so uncomfortable, right? Because they're in a new town. They're California guys.
California guys in Texas.
In Texas.
Do we stand
like,
out?
they're like, and Mikey, they're like,
For
Mikey's
sure.
like tatted up and like the whole thing. And I walked up to him first day. I go, "Hey, I listened to your first show. I was laughing my balls off. They did some prank call, and I was rolling. I was like, they replaced Stern there, right?
Wow.
So it was big
That's
shoes
huge.
to fill, and I had to sell them. So I worked for 97.1 The Eagle. That was their station. So I meet them in the hallway. I'm like, "Dude, you guys are great." They're like, "Bro," like they wanted, it could have been anybody, a serial killer. They would have been like, "Come on in, hang
Come on
out."
in.
So I go in, like they would have me on air all the time on the studio. Like, "This is Woods, crazy sales guy. He reminds us of Robert Downey Jr." I wore glasses and stuff like that. I really there was a weird resemblance. We had a lot of the same habits too, but it was wild times, dude. It was wild times. So I'm in radio, and I've just become friends with those cats. And their career in Dallas didn't last long. They got a gig to move back out to California, so they took it.
What year was that?
Oh man, got to be like 01.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, around
So,
there.
Yeah, around there. Okay.
Yeah, 01, 02, I would guess. Yeah, 17 years ago. Just
Fuck.
bananas.
That's crazy.
And then, man, all of a sudden, we stayed in touch. And
But
Mikey
you were still in sales.
Yeah.
How are you doing in
It was
sales?
good. Yeah, it was good. It was fine. It was fun, and I was making money. And And
What
then,
was the most successful formula you used for sales?
dude, I
because
learned-
it's like when you're selling something, you have to believe in it, right?
Yeah, and I loved it.
And
I
the
loved my
more
product.
that you learn about your client before you start pitching, hey, this is what the Mikey Show can do for you.
Yeah.
You learn about, hey, this is the mattress company. How can I help?
Yeah, and like for me, I was your typical young, fearless sales kid, right? So wasn't afraid of the phone, always could talk, loved face-to-face meetings. I liked putting a suit and tie on and going out and closing business. Pretty easy too. The Eagle was a brand in Dallas. So, hey, what's up? It's Steve Woods from the Eagle. Oh shit, how you doing, man? Come on by. Come in and at least do a meeting.
Sure.
Thinking they can get some free concert tickets or whatever. Then I made a kind of a big mistake in my career, first of so many. Kind of got lured. Our market manager got hired away to go run a cluster of stations in Vegas. And I was a young kid, and basically she's like, I love you, Woodsy. I want to take you to Vegas with me. And I'm like, whoa, wow, Vegas. So I decide just out of the blue to leave Clear Channel Dallas and go and work in Vegas.
Was this for more money or
Yeah.
a better opportunity?
More
Both?
money and what I thought was a better opportunity. Wide open, man, right? Wild, wild west out there. And Kelly was my boss, and she was going to kill it, and she would take care of me. And Woodsy, we got you the list. They always call it in radio. Oh, we got a fat list.
How old were you at the time?
23,
Yeah.
24, whatever. Like just
So you'd been there for what, like a couple years?
couple years. Yeah, I was young and dumb, man. And the lure,
Going to Vegas sounds
the
fucking
lure
great,
of Vegas, right?
Yeah.
So I go to Vegas. They give me my list on day one, and it turns out I'm now working for like a pop station, which I hated from the get-go.
Wait, you don't believe in it?
Right, and I hated it. And they give me this list, and like, all right, here's your list. Typically, when you hand like a crusty veteran, like an old veteran that's been in the business, a list, that list starts billing immediately. Hey, these guys are already on, they're billing. You get that billing, and you make commission off of it. I'm calling these guys like, hey, how you doing? I'm Steve Woods from Clear Channel Vegas. I'm your new rep. And they're like, we haven't advertised on the radio in 15 years. I'm like, oh my God. They're like made up name. Like,
Yeah.
might as well have just been a list of companies on a piece of paper. So immediately I started to sweat. And
This is commission job.
it's a little bit of a base. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm living in Vegas. And it turns out living in Vegas sucks. Because you wake up in Vegas on a Tuesday and you're like, oh, fuck, I'm still in Vegas. You're like, I live here now.
Yeah.
I live
There's
here.
no
And it's
getting out of Vegas.
There's no getting out.
Yeah.
I made it about 120 days.
No way.
I just tucked my tail. I tucked my
120
tail,
days.
dude.
Holy
I tucked my
shit.
tail and was like, I fucked up. This isn't for me. So I go back and I don't go back into radio. Get a job.
You're not welcome back in radio, or you
Yeah,
just
what? Not
felt...
at Clear Channel. She had told like the new market manager that replaced Kelly was like, we love you. I've heard nothing but great things. When you want to come back, you just tell me. I call her to try to come back. She's like, no, we really value integrity. And you left. And I'm like, wait, but you said I could come back. So lesson number one for me, the world owes you no favors, right? So
Absolutely.
So I go back and I grind it out for a few years, and I'm doing stuff I enjoy, and I'm making money, and I can get along anywhere. I can get along with anyone, and I can figure it out. That's been the best advice I can give to anyone is fake it till you make it, because I am a walking fake it till you make it, 100%. And I don't know that I've ever made it, but I've been faking it ever since, and it's always worked for me. And I keep getting opportunities.
Amazing things have started to happen to you, and we'll
Yeah.
obviously get to there. But I mean, I think that's very important.
So then
that there were shitty things along the way.
Oh, absolutely, a million speed bumps,
Yeah.
and you just.
But
put
when
your-
we look on social media, and I mean, we live in a world where it's just like, do I like it? Do I not like it? And you see the stories, you're like, oh, well, this person, like, he's fucking killing it.
Yeah.
#1 sports channel in the market. Like, oh, and he's announcing at the Seals games. Like, how fucking easy was it for Steve?
Right. I mean,
It
wasn't easy at all. It was so hard, and so many things happened to me along the way. A lot of them my own doing. So many missteps, so many missed opportunities, so many wrong decisions. A million. I mean, literally a million. I try not to have a lot of regrets because my life's worked out pretty great. But getting that phone call, I got a phone call from Mike Esparza on January 1st of 2010, out of the blue. I would talk to Mikey and them, a couple times a year, text and whatever, and they would have me on still because Mikey did that 28-hour show.
Yeah.
So they needed fucking material to fill.
For sure.
He'd be like, Woodsy, you want to call in? I'd be like, yeah, cool. So I'd call in and do like a break with him.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, here's our boy Woodsy from Dallas. Here he's a fucking lunatic. Woodsy, how many girls you banging right now? It's crazy stuff. Like, and I would.
It was totally cool back in 2010.
So, yeah, exactly. Not allowed to do that anymore. So apparently, people liked it. when they heard it, like, oh, cool, Woods is coming on. Woods is coming on. So he's got to build.
And the P1 Army is no
P1
joke.
Army was no joke. So Mikey's
Still to this day.
Mikey's got to build a new show. So I get this phone call. Hey, bro, it's Mikey. Dude, some stuff went down. I'm at a new station. I'm solo. I got to build a new show. Any interest in moving to San Diego and doing sports for me on the radio? Just like that.
No
was
fucking
was
way.
the pitch.
What were you doing?
Hospital recruiting. I was having a ball. I was making like 120 grand.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't doing hospital. I was working at this company called Reach Local, and they had an office here. But I was a manager there. I was making 120, 140.
Were you happy?
Yeah, I was loving it.
Really?
I was in Dallas. 140 and 130 in Dallas is like making $1 million. Seriously, like it's a lot of. I was like, I did whatever I wanted, you know. And I was a manager. I had people under me, and I was rising in this company. But when I got that phone call, he's like, "Do you want to move to San Diego and be on the radio?" And it was a dream. And I got really excited about it.
To be on the radio or to be in San Diego or combination of the both?
Both.
Had you ever thought of San Diego before you knew that he was there? and
Yeah,
that
but
call
not
came
in a way like I have always had a longing for California
Okay.
since I was a little kid. I don't know why. Probably watching Van Halen videos. I was like,
Seeing
where
the
are
palm-
those guys?
seeing the palm trees.
Yeah, Sunset Strip and all those girls. Like it always called to me.
Yeah.
Always. And I liked Texas, but I'm not your typical guy from Texas with the Texas flag draped around my shoulder and all that. I've always been a little bit of the black sheep in my family, a little bit more of the left leaning, the little bit more of the, I call it open-mindedness. And I just kind of have always been drawn to California, always.
Yeah.
Came out for a couple of visits and was like, God, I love this place. I love it. It's just a different lifestyle. When I got the opportunity, work was going well, you know, and I was fairly happy there, but it was just something I couldn't pass up if given the opportunity. Fly out, meet with the program director, Garrett Michaels, who I spent about half an hour with yesterday. He's in our building. And I nailed it, man. I nailed it. And then we get out, we get it.
This is just a part-time. So you're like, I mean, you're cutting your pay in half, if not more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
For
I
sure.
mean, the pay, and to be
But
honest
this
with
is
you,
just
man,
to chase a dream.
I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I did not care. I was so happy. And when I landed,
Did your family support you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Like you
They
wouldn't
they
believe.
knew after the career counselor and after
Yeah.
you, like they knew what radio did for you.
They knew, well, and they just, my dad knew how, my dad has always believed in me so much, the potential that I had. And he would be happy with me, you know, doing digital marketing like I was for Reach Local, running a team if I was happy. If I told my dad, "Hey, I want to be a butcher," my dad would be like,
Yeah.
"Great, go be the best butcher you can be." Honestly, like they've just been so supportive. Whatever I need, always. They've been amazing. And it was a kick for them too. So I start on the radio, no radio experience, just a couple call-ins here and there, but sit down and we
So
start.
you're part of the show. You're part of the actual. Who's on the show?
That was Mikey is the leader. It was Mikey, me, Jay Isbell was the producer. Lauren O'Brien, also her first time in radio. Mikey discovered her on YouTube, and Sienna Richards at the time, now Sienna Farrar, who had done some stuff like on a pop station with AJ, but she had some experience. So we get in the room and we just immediately click, and there's this chemistry that just goes nuts, and people really responded to it. And we had a phenomenal 6 to 8 months of that. And
Did you have any fear?
none whatsoever. Fearless. And Mikey was great. He told me from the get-go, he literally would say in meetings, because people would get mad. Like, Jay was the producer. He had a million things to do. Lauren was the assistant producer, which she didn't ask for, but Mikey made her. She was editing stuff. Sienna was doing the news. Mikey literally said in a meeting, "Woods, you don't have to do shit. I want you to show up and fucking be Kobe. That's all you have to show up and fucking drain shots."
Really?
He goes,
Oh, just show up and be Kobe.
Show up
no
and be
big,
Kobe.
Like that's not something to.
well, he said, he's
those
like,
are big shoulders.
He
to
goes,
fill.
"You're Kobe.
You're Kobe.
Come in and do you." And he told me, and it's the greatest
Just
thing.
be fucking Kobe. No big deal.
And he
Kobe of
says-
radio, and
he
you've never done
says,
radio.
"You know why you will work on the radio? Because you don't know how to be anything other than yourself." And I was like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Just never forget that." So I've always tried to remember that advice from Mikey. And while Mikey and I aren't close anymore, the lessons I learned, the discipline I learned from that man, that he instilled in me, the fear of being late, being unprepared. I've carried it with me for the last 10 years.
He didn't like people who were late.
He made you took it seriously. Like it
raised
was
the
a
bar.
real thing, dude. And you wanted to make sure you were prepared. You don't want to let your show down. And it stuck with me. And I've, to this day, like, the discipline that it comes with doing morning radio is astounding.
I mean, you just did 4 hours of fucking radio,
just
and then
now.
now you're coming back here to do a podcast. First you started and you were doing 3 hours, and then they're like, "Oh, hey, by the way, you guys need more work. How about you fill another hour?"
It's been great. That fourth hour too,
Right?
Is like, oh God, what are we going to talk about? But no, man, like, yeah, I would love to go see my favorite band play on a Wednesday night and have 17 cocktails and party. But I got a morning show to do the next day, and I took that really seriously because I didn't want to blow this opportunity.
Yeah.
And that's what it was for me. Living in San Diego has been a dream. I'll die here. I don't ever want to do radio anywhere else. If I can't do radio here, then I'll do something else.
And what happened after the Mikey show? You were at 94.9.
Oh,
How long
man.
was that?
God, it was such a short. Hold on, fix this. Did I do this?
We got it. Brian's on it.
That's all right.
It actually tightens.
Oh, there you go.
Perfect. Unlike the other ones.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes.
No, it doesn't. We don't edit anything, so you guys that are listening to this, you just get the. This is behind. It's behind the smoke, so you get all the fucking bullshit.
You get me spitting in a cup too.
Absolutely.
Which is
Hey,
fantastic.
it's part of the deal. As raw as possible.
Okay, so
That's why we love the medium.
Man, it went south. It went south after a year. It was tough. It was one of the roughest times of my life. Based on anybody that knows the story, they know the story. It's not really my story to tell. It was just that they wanted to go in a different direction. Luckily for me, they wanted me to stay, and so then I became solo morning host.
Jesus.
At 94.9 with a year under my belt. I didn't know how to run a board, and when I say fake it till you make it, that's exactly what I did. I didn't know jack shit about being a DJ. Didn't know jack shit about running a board. Being the guy in the mornings. Nothing. I knew nothing.
How did you fake it till you made
I
it?
fucking just faked it. I figured it out.
Like, were there people around that you asked questions? Or
Yeah,
were
I mean,
there
like,
longer hours. You don't become Kobe without being Kobe.
People like Hillary, who works at 91X now, instrumental in my growth as a radio personality. My boss Garrett was really supportive at the time. Then he got let go. My next boss, fuck that guy. He's still there. But other people in the building, guys like John Flint from John and Tammy. John Flint,
I don't think I know.
was a big help. A lot of people in the building were great, but I literally was just like, I've got 20 seconds to fill after this Muse song into this, Green Day song. Say something funny, say something dynamic, say something, whatever. My thing on the air and my brand has always just been a smartass, and I used to get called in all the
You're
time.
a smartass?
Yeah, and I would play, like, if I didn't like a song, I would play a fart noise over it, or I would say, "Oh, look at this! Here's the Neighborhood again," and I'd play it, and I just didn't give a shit. Like I wasn't going in. Like Mikey said, I don't know how to be anything other than me.
Yeah.
I never wanted to be this
But
guy.
that's when personalities are the best. I mean, as somebody that loves radio, loves sports radio, loves
Yeah.
talk radio, personalities are the best when they're not restricted.
Correct.
And that's the one frustration with radio is that they get restricted.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we love the Dave and Jeff podcast, is
course.
because they talk about all those restrictions that they had, not being able to be them.
And I just wore it. Like I knew that the audience responded. The ratings were good. They liked what I brought to the table in the morning. They didn't get a lot of me anymore, but what they did get was enough to keep them there. And so, I mean, yeah, I literally would play. I would play like vomit sounds over songs. I would play fart drops over songs. And I would just be like, "Hey, if you missed it, that's the Neighborhood, and don't worry, we're gonna play it again in probably 20 minutes. I'll be right back." Shit like that. My boss would be like, "Fucking don't talk shit about the music." I'd be like, "Dude, this music is terrible."
Is it worse to talk shit about the music or talk shit about a sponsor?
Sponsor.
A sponsor.
Yeah,
money.
always a
about
sponsor.
money. You can't
Yeah.
attack money.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I never would do that. Like I'm not a dummy, you know. Like but
Well, there's times where you just don't. I mean, you don't even realize, that it's a conglomerate, and
Yeah.
that, it's part of a different brand that's bringing in different money to the station.
and I never really worried about that. I just I did my show the way I wanted to do it for the most part. But I always had this longing of like I moved here to be on a morning show, and the times we spent cracking each other up and coming up with bits and playing grab ass and everything else. I call it getting off. I have to get off every day. And I don't mean that sexually. I mean, like I have to get off. And those shows where I'm laughing, and I know if I'm laughing and getting off, then somebody in his car is laughing and having a good time. And that is the most important thing to me. And it's so corny to say, but like, I love the art of radio, the art of it. And I do love, I love the ability to be somebody's morning wake up in their routine, because I still have my radio routine every day at 1:00. My app goes, as much as I love listening to the Darren Smith show, there's a reason why sometimes I don't listen to Darren and Scott, and it's not sinister at all. It's I don't want to steal their shit.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to, when I listen to them, I'm like, fuck, that's a good point. I don't want to make that point tomorrow. Honest to God. I think Darren gets a little mad at me sometimes, because sometimes I'll be tweeting at my favorite show back in Dallas while his show's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's nothing personal. It is, you're so good that I don't want any run over. I don't want any like
That's legit.
crossing
That's
of
absolutely
streams.
legit, for
And
sure.
it really is like,
Especially
listen-
with the amount of content that we're consuming, like
Absolutely.
from Twitter to Instagram to Facebook to podcast to radio to TV to
No
Netflix. You're like,
question.
where the fuck did I even hear this?
and where did I find all this time in the day? But when I
Am
say,
I saying this again? Like, did I say that on the podcast? And like, I'm talking to the same person? Like,
Exactly.
They think I'm an idiot.
Exactly. And I really honestly, so I listened to this show back in Dallas called The Hardline, and they go from 1 to 4 our time. That's usually the time of day I'm home from work. I'm taking care of my son. He's taking a nap. My wife's out doing her real estate thing. And I've got my time. And I met their host, who is my hero.
Do you listen live? Or
I listen on the app. Yeah,
So
while
the app
they're
is-
live.
they're live.
So they're 3 to 7.
You're still getting the commercials.
Yeah, I get all the commercials and everything. So, but I listen to them, I would say between 2 to 4 hours every single weekday. So we've had a chance to have their host, Mike Reiner, on, and he's my radio hero. He's at the Old Gray Wolf on Twitter. He's just this legend in Dallas. So I had a chance. Paul set it up at the Super Bowl. Reiner came by and did
Nice.
an interview, and I got to meet him, take a picture.
Oh, rad.
And I told him,
Super Bowl?
yeah, at the Super
That's
Bowl.
super cool.
And I told Reiner, I go, hey, just so you know, like my goal in radio is to do what you've done with the Hardline, because it's a sports talk station. The Ticket, they're number one in the market for 25 years. They're beasts
In Dallas?
in Dallas.
That's a big deal.
But
in
sometimes
Dallas to be number one, that's a big fucking deal.
Sometimes you will tune in and they'll do a segment on Steely Dan. Then the next segment will be on a documentary they saw. Like I love sports, but I don't like talking sports for 4 hours. I really don't.
It's not. I mean,
I don't. It's not me.
The thing that I love about Kaplan is he always has pushed back, and when we had him on Behind the Smoke, we talked about his career in radio, and the things that listeners always come up and talk to him about were when he would talk about Little League, or he would talk about coaching his girls soccer team, and it was never about the fucking Chargers or
take
the
on
yeah
the
like
Chargers
yeah
or
it was
Padres,
never the
yeah.
analysis. It was always the life as a dad,
Well, look at our
him as
show.
a dad.
Look at our show. What do you think we get the most traction on? The whitest man in America reading rap lyrics once a week. And
Oh, I
people
love it.
fucking love it, and I love
fucking
it. And it was my idea.
It's
Like,
so fantastic.
and it's one of those things where like I have no problem making Ben the star of that segment.
Yes.
It's not the same if I do it. It just
Oh, it's
isn't.
not at all.
And
It's
so-
it's that's the brilliance is that Ben's reading
Yeah.
it.
And so,
Absolutely.
like, I don't want to get on and go, okay, let's go around the NFL. Okay, let's go around the NBA. Like, it's been done.
It's fucking played out.
We did a
I mean,
bit
like
today
I grew up on Sports Center.
Yeah.
I don't even watch Sports Center
I don't
anymore.
either. I don't.
Isn't
I
that crazy?
I can't remember the
Is
last
that
time I fucking
watched
crazy?
Sports
Center. I really can't.
Like literally, that was the only channel I would watch: Sports Center or MTV.
Yep.
And now I don't fucking watch ESPN ever unless there's a live game that's on it.
We did a bit today. Andy Green got thrown out last night at the Padre game, and I said, man, he's just the worst arguer in the world. He just does not know how to argue with an umpire. So I go, let's show him how it's done. So I go in, and Paulie and I are in the studio, and I turn my hat around. I get in Paul's face. I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind, Megan? Like, Paul bleeps it. We played on the air. It kills. But that's the stuff that sticks. Not, hey, Woodsy, I really like what you said about how much Lauer's using his slider.
No.
You know, it's really, no, it never cuts through. And that's what I think program directors and stuff and management sometimes of sports stations really don't get. Like, if you're going to tune in, if I'm going to invest in your life, I want to know what your marriage or your kids, I
Absolutely.
want to know that. Like, I'm
Because
a part
it
of your
makes you
community.
human. It makes you
you're
human.
Exactly.
Like that's the relatability that transcends. Yes, we all love sports. We all know that. That's why we're listening to sports radio. But the human side, the fact that you're a dad and you're, bringing your son to his first Padre game,
Yep.
the way that your dad did,
Yep.
like that's powerful as
Yeah.
hell, because it makes me think of bringing Colleen to his first football game. Of
course.
And my wife was there with him. And was that easy? No, it wasn't fucking easy bringing a toddler to a god. Like nothing fucking easy
nothing
about it.
easy about it,
right?
dude. I'm still sweating.
Like, right?
I'm still sweating from Sunday. But no, it's that art of radio. Trust me, there are days where I'm like, I got nothing, like nothing creative, nothing good. But then there's stuff like we wrote a couple of little fake commercials that we've done about Franmil Reyes. We did a Padres Christmas album, and they just slayed. Like, I wish I could come up with that stuff every day, but it kind of loses its luster. But I like that we'll take chances. Sometimes things they don't go well, and sometimes they do. But I like the creative thing. And really for me, it's about getting off. I want to laugh. I want to make fun of Ben. I want Ben to make fun of me. I want to make fun of Paul and Joe. And I want to just crack up every day. And if I can get a good belly laugh or two, I'm happy. Like, I'm good.
Absolutely.
I don't care what I make in money. I really don't. Like, I'm just not a money guy. And it drives people crazy. Like my mother-in-law and my stepfather-in-law, they're just the most wonderful, supportive people. But they're always like they came to the Seals game.
Yes.
And they watched me do my thing. And they're like,
So you're the PA announcer
doing the
for
PA
the
announcer.
Seals,
Yeah,
which is the
for the
new
San Diego Seals.
lacrosse team in San Diego. We've had Josh Gross, the VP.
Yeah.
He is phenomenal.
He's phenomenal.
What an amazing. I mean, he's phenomenal.
And those guys,
the whole organization is very impressive.
So like they watch me work, and after the game, I'm getting texts from them going, Steven, we didn't know what to expect, but we are absolutely blown away. You're just amazing. And I'm like, thank you.
I'm the fucking Kobe of PA announcing.
Exactly. Talk about fake it till you make it. You think I knew jack shit about how to announce a lacrosse game? Guess what? I do now.
What did you know about the game of lacrosse?
Very
you learned
little.
it. You
Very
had to
little.
learn it.
Yeah, very little. And I learned as I go every
Yeah.
time. I mean, but they're like, dude, you could be doing so much with your Instagram, and you could be doing so much with Twitter. And it's not laziness for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's just, and it's not really like some punk rock ethos either. It's just like, man, I like going in and doing radio.
Yeah.
And I like doing the Seals games. I'm passionate about it. Those are my passions. I'm not real passionate about going out and doing what I have to do to become an Instagram influencer or make
Sure.
money off of my Instagram. Also, there is something to the effect of like, I don't really want to make money off of my listeners.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
If somebody's going to devote 4 hours of their time to me, or an hour or 20 minutes in the car, if I endorse a product, I believe in that product. I'd love if you went into the Total T clinic and sat down and got your testosterone levels checked. I would. That'd be great. And it'd be great for me. But I don't want to do like Woodsy's product of the week.
No.
I just don't care about
Doesn't
it.
feel good.
It doesn't feel right
Yeah.
to me. Some people can do it. More power to them. I can't do it. And it's just not. It's not what I'm made of. There was a guy that worked in town here for years. I won't mention any names, but he worked at KPRI, and the dude got let go, and then he pissed on traditional radio. Pissed on it. And then he moved to some remote island. And what did he do? He started a radio station. And then what did he do? He put up a GoFundMe for people to send him money so that he could start this radio station. And in my head, it just always stuck with me. I go, that's just wrong. Like, you made a name for yourself on terrestrial radio. No one would know who you were without it.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you get let go, as people do in radio, you pissed on radio as a whole. Then what did you do? You went and opened a radio station on this remote island, and then you asked your listeners to pay for it.
Yeah.
It stuck with me forever, and it always will. I mean, I could be destitute, and I'm not going to be like, hey, I need your help, listeners.
Yeah.
I just don't roll that way, and I'm not better than anybody else. It's just the way I roll. And I just, Cap has come at me before and been like, dude, you need to be doing more with this and that. I'm like, don't want to do it. You know what I want to do? I want to do 4 great hours of radio a day. I want to do a podcast every now and then and I want to do the SEALs games and be the best that I can be part of the team. But I just don't. It's not that I'm not driven. I'm very driven. But I'm driven with other things. I'm motivated by other things. My main motivation in life is just to be happy and fulfilled. And you know what fulfills me? Doing good radio. It really does. I am fucking fulfilled, man.
Absolutely.
When I get in the car and I had a great show and I know I had a great show, I'm cloud nine.
For sure.
Cloud nine. And I'm happy and people are loving it.
Well, you've also come so far.
Yeah.
I mean, you got out of radio. You lost radio. Radio
Not by
was
choice.
out of your life.
Yeah, not by choice.
So, I mean, there was a dark time for you.
It was the worst 14 months of my life, and I realized then how much I really loved the medium. And hey, maybe it is an ego thing. Maybe I do like people telling me how funny I am or how great that was or we miss you on the radio. Maybe it is. I'm not embarrassed about that. But I do know that I love that business, and I hate the business. I love the art of it. I love to turn the mic on and do a show. But that 14 months where I was doing kind of part-time for iHeart, and I can't say enough nice things about them. The guy
the utility player for iHeart.
Utility player, that role, I mean, as hard as it was and part-time and turning in a time card and all these things I've never had to do in radio, it gave me my shot. And they let me do sports for the first time ever. And I filled in with Hardwick, and I filled in with Judd, and I filled in with Costa, I filled in with Hartman, I filled in with Ornberger, I filled in with Willard, I filled in with all of them. And I cut my teeth a little bit, enough to where the Mighty 1090 said, well, yeah, okay, he's done enough. Let's go. Let's give him a shot with Ben. And I'll tell you, man, that 14 months, and then I'd say the first 4 to 5 months of Ben and Woods were the hardest of my life, because you would think because I had a baby at home, it would have made it harder. It wasn't it, man. It was me. I was insecure about my place at 1090. It's an intimidating place to work. Darren Smith,
I can't
and
imagine.
Kaplan, and
like, I mean, just
legends,
working with Ben.
Fuck.
I mean, like, he's a fucking legend in San Diego sports.
No doubt.
And then you have Darren Smith and you have Scott Kaplan. I mean,
and I'm some
and you have to anchor the fucking lineup.
Yeah.
Like,
and I'm in the mornings.
Don't fuck it up.
Yeah, don't fuck it up, kid. And sure
and
enough,
not to mention you have Dave and Jeff fucking.
Yeah,
no matter what the fuck you do,
it doesn't
wrong.
matter. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm on those motherfuckers. So we are on. This is one of my favorite stories. And I look back now and I can laugh. At the time, I was like, when I see them, I'm gonna slit their throats. But they're both gonna die by my hand. We are on the air for 2 days. I've been on Ben and Woods 2 days, and we get Ron Fowler on the air. And Dave and Jeff are fucking on Twitter like, I sure hope Woods isn't a pussy and asks some fucking tough questions. He'll probably just roll over like a cream puff. I'm like, dude, I've been here 48 hours.
Yeah.
Like, leave. What am I supposed to do?
What are you supposed to say to Ron?
And I'm terrified.
Right?
I didn't know what kind of man Ron was. Ron's great.
Yeah.
Ron is a huge fan of our show. He's phenomenal. I could talk to Ron about anything now. 2 days in, I was a wreck. I didn't sleep the night before. Dave and Jeff are teasing it the night before. I'm like, if I see you, I'm going to kill you, both of you. And I remember like asking a couple questions and them just ripping me on Twitter. And now it's turned into a bit.
For sure.
So now I can laugh, right? It can be like, you know what? Fuck you guys. You guys were sitting in AJ Preller's box.
Yeah.
Tell me how tough you guys are on the Padres as you're dining
Correct.
with AJ Preller.
Correct.
Okay, both of you can eat it. And but no, man, those guys have been so supportive of me. I wouldn't have made it through that 14 months without them, without Darren Smith, without Kaplan. Kaplan and I got really close since we've been there, and the number one guy though through all of it has been Ben Higgins.
Mm-hmm.
The dude is an astounding human being.
Yeah.
Astounding. I can't say enough about what he is as a human, as he is as a host, as he is as a partner, like
a father,
a husband, just the most tolerant human alive. He'd have to be, right?
Yeah.
To put up with me every day. And like, he was like, I was such a wreck, man. I'm like, I don't belong here. I'm fucking up. I'm not good. You know, I just don't know what I'm talking about half the time. And I was really freaked out when I started because we did have the baby, right? The baby's at home. We're new parents, first time parents. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing there. I don't know
how old was your son when you started? So he was born.
He was born February 6th. We started March 27th.
Oh fuck!
Right?
You're
so 6 weeks
fucked.
old or
You're
whatever.
So fucked.
And so my thing was like, what I thought I needed to do was that I needed to be coming home and watching all the sports. So Hannah would be like, I need your help. The kid's screaming. I'm like, I'm fucking working.
I'm working
like,
here.
This is work. I don't want to sound like a dipshit tomorrow. Why don't you understand this? And I was so insecure. And then all of a sudden, it just stopped. The insecurity kind of went away. And Ben was always like, bro, that was this. Ben would tell me, we'd be 3 months in, and I would be a wreck after the show. I'd be a wreck. I'd be like, God damn it, I don't belong, man. Sorry, bro. Sorry.
Then you look at Twitter and Dave and Jeff are fucking ripping you.
Yeah, they're ripping me.
Yeah.
And I would look at Ben and be like, dude, I'm sorry. He's like, Woods, bro, you're so good. This is so good. It's the best radio I've ever done. I can't imagine. And this is 3 months in. He's like, I don't ever want to do radio with anybody else. Just like that.
Wow.
And we had this really good bond early. And he started to kind of know what I needed. And that was just a little assurance. And he'd be like, hey, that was really good. Or, man, you really brought something new to the table. I'd never even would have thought of that. And I needed a little of that. And now we're cruising. We're cruising. And it's such a pleasure every day. And if this is probably not wise to admit, do you know how many days now I've gone in and not watched a single bit of anything the night before?
It's probably made you better.
It made me better.
It's just like you said, the same thing with Darren Smith and with Cap.
It doesn't sound right for me to come in and go, it's not me to come in and go, did you guys see Tulane's fucking 3-4 defense yesterday? It doesn't, it's not me. So here's been me during the NCAA tournament. Ben will be like, so this weekend, and blah, 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 the games are. I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I didn't watch 1 second.
Yeah.
Not one single second of the Sweet 16.
But you watched 16 baseball games.
100%. Why? Because it's my passion. It's what I'm good at. I'll let Ben talk all he wants about, them playing in transition and their 3-point shooters. It's not me. And so I finally realized, oh, I don't have to be Ben. I can just be Woods, and that's what makes the show click. So when I say fake it till you make it, that's literally what I've been doing. And it's gotten me this far. But no, it's just, I can't really say enough good things about that dude and his family, and just how supportive they've been of me. And he's really he doesn't get enough credit for how funny he is. The dude is goddamn hysterical. And really when the mics go off, I piss my pants in there. He's like he has one of the darkest senses of humor that you'd ever. Yeah. And you'd be like, really? Yeah. Really? Okay.
You wouldn't expect that from a golfer.
No, man. And he's the greatest. And I will say it, proudly. I've worked with some interesting characters. He is by far my favorite person to work with. And it's an easy explanation. Every day he comes in, he's kind, he's on time, and he's prepared. Every day.
And
without
he was the sports director the night before for Channel 10 News.
The guy works his ass off.
I mean, it's
and I
unbelievable.
respect it, and he respects me and what I bring, the passion and the energy every day. And that's why our show has been working. I think that's why it's cut through.
What does it mean to be a father?
It's everything. It's all I ever wanted. My ex-wife and I had a really hard time. We were trying to start a family and it didn't work. And I think ultimately it's probably what ended it for us. We tried so many things. The stories are legendary.
You do in vitro?
Tried it, didn't work.
Yeah.
Tried adoption. Girl changed her mind.
Wow.
Just the gnarliest stuff happened, and nothing against her or me. It just wasn't meant to be.
I mean, I think that's definitely one of the things. The more that I have friends that they had children before I did, but it's very difficult for our generation to understand that we've spent so much time trying to prevent getting pregnant.
Yeah.
That once you decide, hey, let's get pregnant. I mean, my wife and I, it took us 3 years.
Yeah.
I mean, we were ready to go through in vitro, go through the whole manhood combine, and figure out, something wrong with my testicles. Like, what the fuck's wrong with me?
I've done all
something
of it.
wrong with her.
I told the story about having to jerk off in a cup and then put the cup in my armpit and haul ass up to Vista.
Yeah,
in 20 minutes
right,
so they
exactly.
could test it. I'm like,
Like,
this
do you want
romantic.
to? Do you want to?
Like, this is great. This is just how I drew it up. This is exactly how I drew it up. My first child.
Absolutely.
Literally, like 20-minute drive to Vista. I'm like, and I walk in, and the guy is a guy there, and I'm like, where do I take this semen?
Right.
Where does this
Where does
go?
this semen? Like, I need to know now.
Where's the semen depository?
Like in front of the whole fucking waiting room.
And
Absolutely.
I'm walking with a bottle of cum in my hand.
Well, you had the
that
option.
was in my armpit.
You had the option to jack off in the waiting room,
Which I've done that as well. I've done that as well. The fertility clinic. Yeah, it was a nightmare. So when we finally got pregnant and we knew we were out of the woods, and then the whole thing happened, dude, I'll tell you, and I think I've told this before, but when that kid was born, I was the first one to see him. I cut the cord, which I never thought I would do.
Yeah.
Ever. I was
Absolutely.
like, no, there's no chance. I'm going to vomit. No way. Happy to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Got to see him and hold him and, watching my wife go through what she did, emergency C-section, my parents, my dad weeping because he thought something was wrong with her. Like it was
it early? Was he early?
A little bit, but
A
nothing
little bit?
major.
Yeah.
Super healthy. And then I will tell you this. It was the worst 90 days of our lives, both of us. I was going to go full Kenny Powers and move to Mexico and become a cockfighter and like just do drugs on the beach and drink because I hated it so much. I was like, this is what I've been waiting for.
What the
This
fuck?
is terrible. He
Yes.
he was colicky.
Yep.
This dude screamed for 19 hours a day. Like he never stopped screaming. It never stopped. I would drive him at 3 a.m. Then I started the gig, and it was like, and then we were on the air for a week. I got deathly ill. He got ill. Hannah got ill.
Oh shit.
Or I was off the air. I had to take a day off the air after like 1 week, which was I wanted to die. I don't take days off, like at least not at will. But I just remember. I remember calling my mom one time at 3 a.m. our time, which is 5 back in Dallas, and she's always up by like 4. And I called her. I was weeping. I was at 7-Eleven on the 101, and I'm like, "Mom, I fucked up. I can't do this. I literally can't do this. He's screaming. I don't know what to do. We're terrible parents. We're fighting all the time. I hate this. I don't know why. Like, why did I do this?" And day 91 stopped. It was like a switch went off, and he just became the world's coolest kid ever. But that 90 days, I was like, I wouldn't recommend this to my worst enemy.
This is the worst.
The guy I hate the worst in the world. I'd be like, all right, don't have kids though. Like that would be even too much. But then, man, ever since then, the greatest experience of my life. This is absolute joy. I'm so lucky because I work the hours I do.
Mm-hmm.
I get 7 hours with him every day, 7 to 8 hours a day, where I'm intimately involved in his life. I don't know too many dads that get that opportunity, so I relish it. Now, are there days where I'm like, God damn it, go to your grandmother's, let me take a nap? Sure. Yesterday was one of those days. Yeah. He was at his cousin's. I got home, I was like, oh.
It's fucking quiet.
I was like, oh
it's fucking quiet.
Hannah was out on meetings. I'm like, oh my God. I was like, I miss him. He'll be home at 2.
Yeah.
I've got like later, like 3 or 4. I was like, I've got like 5 hours. I took a 2-hour nap. I took care of other business, if you know what I mean. And I started watching baseball. I was like, this is phenomenal. But then the minute he walks in the door, I'm
it's
like,
the best fucking thing in the world.
Here, and we had a great night. So it's the greatest. And I think about all the milestones we've had so far. And I just think about all the ones to come. And like, it's hard for me to wrap my head around that there's still so much great shit coming, because it's been so great. And I think about, sure, Sunday was amazing, taking him to his first game. He was an angel. He did not make a peep. And we got there a little late because we couldn't find parking, but the crowd, he was into it. And every time they would do something, he would just clap and he was grinning at everybody and he met a million people, didn't make a peep, stayed the whole game. And he was a joy.
Why was that important for you, the baseball game?
Just because of it's my greatest love. It's that that's that thing that I have with my dad. My dad taught me the game. He's my stepdad, but he's my real dad. I call him my real dad. He adopted me as his son, and he gave that to me when I was 10. And
how old were you when he adopted you?
They met in 85, so I was 10 when they met. I think I got married in 85, so I was probably 8, 9, 10.
Your birth father was around for how long?
A year.
Wow.
Gone.
Just like my father.
Yeah.
I never met him.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Two pictures of my birth father. Yeah.
And it was just that thing where like, whatever, people give me shit about being a Yankee fan, but he's a Yankee fan. So if he would have liked the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Orioles, guess who I'd be a fanatic of today? I'd be a Lions fan and an Orioles fan.
Those teams make him happy or make him sad.
And that's what made me
happy. And that's
happy.
the bond. I mean, that's the sports bond.
And that's why we have that thing when we couldn't talk to each other when I was a young, drunken idiot. We still had the Yankees. We still had baseball, and we always have. And it's just our thing. My brother and him are big Notre Dame fans. I like the Irish, but I'm not psychotic because he went there. But I just, that's his thing with my bro, and I got the Yankees with him. And, so it was important to me. It's an interesting thing because everyone's like, oh, Woods, you're going to be that fucking little league dad. You're going to be that fucking lunatic. And I go, I don't give a shit if Bo plays or likes baseball. I really don't. I think he will. I think he'll be into it. I think he'll want to play. He'll grow up in dugouts because I'm still playing. He'll come to tourneys with me and the guys will help raise him and teach him, and he'll run the bases. And I know that because that's all kids do. And then they find their own path.
Sure.
If he wants to be a piano player, awesome, man. I got you. Let's go. Let's go get a piano. Let's get you lessons. You want to play guitar? I'm really into music. I play guitar. If he wants to do that, great. I just want him to be passionate. And I don't care if it's gardening, baseball, football. Football's not allowed. Wife won't let him play. Scratch that.
Yeah,
you don't edit it.
Same way.
Hannah will not let him play. If it's soccer, if it's lacrosse, if it's no sports, if it's art, if it's writing, whatever he wants to do, I don't give a shit. I just want him to have the fire in him that I have about baseball, whether it's about anything else. Like you want to be a pilot, go be a pilot, be an amazing pilot. But that passion for baseball is, it's funny, man. There's probably some deep-seated psychological stuff, but 33 years I've been with my dad. I still play adult ball. And after a good game, I will still call my dad. I'm a 43-year-old man. I've got a son of my own. I'll call my dad. Dad smoked one on the gap, knocked in 2 runs. Guy was throwing fucking 84. My dad's like, oh shit, no way. That's badass. You're still swinging it real good. Yeah. Like, I can't wait to see you play. He'll come to my games when I'm a grown ass man.
Yeah.
Still looking for that approval, still seeking it, still needing it, still wanting it. And it's just a special bond.
Sure.
Special bond.
I mean, those are the things that connect us with sports.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why we fall in love with sports.
No
There's
doubt.
so many different reasons. Yes, it's a San Diego team, so I'm from San
You're
Diego.
in,
I
yeah.
love San Diego teams, but my wife, it was important for me that our second date, I took her to a Charger game and took her to a tailgate because that's me.
You wanted her to see, and my wife,
Like if she couldn't deal with that, this would never fucking work.
It's like Hannah, dude. It's the same thing. When I started dating Hannah, she's like, so what do you like? What is this? Because her dad, of course, Lauren Nancaro, everybody knows in this town. That dude couldn't have given 2 shits about if the Chargers won or lost, the Padres won or lost. The guy would rather be in his garden creating, working in his garden. He was a real man's man. Like, he literally, we're watching a video that we show Bo a lot of videos of his grandfather on the news and little segments that he did. Yeah. And we've got his ashes in Bo's room.
Like they're online?
Yeah, they're online.
Oh, very cool.
And so our son, Bo, his name is Lauren. That's his first name. It's Lauren Bo Woods. But we call him Bo because Hannah's like, I go, why didn't we just name him Bo Lauren? And she's like, that would make more sense, right?
Right.
If we're going to call him Bo, she's like, nope, it's Lauren. So it's Lauren. So obviously he's
For those of you not married yet, you'll get it soon.
Yeah, you'll get it someday. Just take your balls, throw them in the alley. You won't need them anymore.
Correct.
So it's important to us, that he knows the legacy of his grandfather that he left behind. And so we'll play him videos. And literally we were watching the other day and Hannah goes, oh, that's T-Bone, our bull. They had a bull named T-Bone. And she goes, my dad actually castrated him himself. I'm like,
no
way.
Are you
fucking kidding? Like,
seriously?
She's like, oh, we had roosters and we had this. And like, I used to have to feed the goats. And I'm like, in North County, coastal San Diego, you had goats and cattle? She's like, yeah. I mean, and I'm like, your dad cut the balls off a bull. That's a fucking man.
Yeah.
I'm not that guy.
No.
Where my passions lie are on the baseball diamond and really being with the guys and running the team and making sure everybody has a good time. That's my passion. And there was a time in our relationship she didn't get it, and she gets it now and fully embraces it. Dresses Bo like we're the A's. That's my Sunday team. Bo wears his A's shirt on Sundays. Sundays are for the A's. Like, we're always taking pictures. And the day that he's old enough to come and hang, because I'll do this until I can't do it anymore. If I'm 50, I'm still gonna be playing with these guys
for sure.
And an AB here and AB there. The only reason I work out, the only reason I go do cryo, the only reason I foam roll, the only reason I do anything is so that I can continue to play baseball at a decently high level, and the highest you can go without being a professional, right?
Sure.
Like, still paying to play. But it's still, I'm playing with the young kids, the 18 and up division. I'm not playing the old man league yet.
Awesome.
Because I love being with my guys and she finally gets like, all right, he needs this.
But
Like, it's his baby.
It takes a while to buy in.
It does. It
But
does.
when they do buy it, like, I mean, that's when you know you found, you know, the woman of your dreams.
Yeah, and really, like, here's, I don't need her coming to my games, and like,
Yeah.
I just need her to accept
To
that that's important
understand
to
that
me.
you have
right?
to do it.
Like, you have to have it. And
I mean, there was a time when Rosie, when we were tailgating, you know, with the restaurant, we had 200 people out there, and she's like, "Why the fuck are we doing?" Like, she's like,
Yeah.
"This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, you're hosting all these people. Like, what's going on?" I'm like, "I need this.
I need it.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know how else to explain it to you.
I love it. I
I
need
love
it. I
this
need it. I
chaos.
love it. I want it.
absolutely love this chaos,
It's
and
so
I need
true. There was a time. It's so great. We actually split up for about 9 months, and it was all me. We had moved in together too early, and I was like, oh, and I'd been married, and we had been dating. I had these visions of like being single for a year or two. And then, and then Hannah
In Vegas?
Hannah Nancaro walks in my studio, and we both fall in love, and we're done. It's over. I'm like, shit, I was single for like 90 days, you know? And so we're together. So then I split for about a year, and everyone's like, oh shit, Woodsy's about to go crazy. You know how I went crazy? In that 9 months of living alone, I think I went out maybe twice. You know what I did? I played on 4 baseball teams. 4. I played 2 games on Saturday and 2 games on Sunday.
That's insane.
And I did it every weekend. I would go.
How many fucking hours of baseball is that?
So I get up at 6, throw my gear on for the 35 and up team. I'd go play with that team. I would then have my other 18 and up uniform in the car. This is Saturday. Drive to the next field, putting on that uniform. Go play. Go home. Wake up. Do it all again. The next day, I played on 2 18 teams and played on 3 18 teams and 1 35 team.
Fuck.
And I did it. It didn't always line up where I had 4
And you
weekend.
weren't working, or you were?
No,
working?
it was weekends, and I was actually I was unemployed. I was doing part time.
And you were paying to play.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going in debt to play.
But like everyone thought I was gonna go like crazy, like out like
You needed it.
whoring around and drinking, and I was like, no, I'll just spend my money on playing baseball. And dude, I got it not out of my system, but I got enough to where I was like the 7th inning of the 4th game on Sunday, I'm like, all right, let's wrap this shit up. Like, I'm fucking dying at this
Jesus.
point. My feet are killing me. My arm is like bulging. I got to get the fuck home. I'm exhausted.
Right.
But that's how I went nuts, man, by going and playing 4 games a weekend, because I just love it. And still to this day, now I'm playing once a week, 1 game, and I'm a wreck. When the game's over at like noon, I'm like, motherfucker. Like I would kill to have 1 more game. It's never enough for me.
Yeah.
It's never enough. So, but yeah, it's the passion, it's the friendships, it's the guys, it's the competition. I've always felt like the day I stop wanting to compete, whether it's at baseball or radio or anything else, then I'll just die. That's when I'll die. I'll know I'm ready to go if I don't feel like competing.
Yeah.
Because I love to compete.
So everything that you've done in radio has gotten you to where you are now, and something outside of your control happened to San Diego sports that usually never fucking happens. The Padres became relevant.
Yeah. It's remarkable.
You guys are hitting your stride, and you are the show for Padres fans. You
Yeah.
are the show for Padres Twitter.
We feel that way, and it's pretty evident based on the ratings as well. I mean, look, if I was on the flagship Padres station and nobody listened to me about the Padres, I'd be pretty fucking pissed. I would, and
Yeah.
and I that is a weird position for them to be in, but that's exactly where they're at, and they've got, I mean, for their lineup, Tony Gwynn Jr. I think is phenomenal, and I think he's a guy that. I don't want to give them any business advice, but the fact that they don't really promote him as much as they should, it just goes to show you, like, they're, and I know all the management and stuff over there. I worked for them. They don't want to be in that business. They don't like that business. They don't want to be in sports.
I mean,
it's evident.
It's one of the things. It's just different.
Well, they've said it.
2019 is a different time
It is.
to be selling radio.
Yeah.
And you have to be creative in the way. I mean, we talked to Kaplan in 2017, about why isn't the sales team out there pitching Instagram to businesses?
Yeah,
why aren't they
videos
pitching? Yeah,
and-
why aren't they why aren't these things relevant?
Yeah, they.
Because that's what I care about
Oh,
as a
absolutely.
business owner.
I mean, and that's what you want. Like, if you're a business and you want to do radio, it's not going to really behoove you, I don't think. Give me any business. Give me like perfect example. Guy hits me up. He has this product for baseball, and it's called the follow through bat, right? Mm-hmm. So it's got this. It's like a metal bat, and it's got this like pin inside of it. And when you swing it correctly, the thing slides to the end, and it makes this sound. And like I hit it off the tee, I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, probably not for an adult league player because nobody gives a shit what we're using to get better.
Yeah.
But yeah, get this in the hands of a minor leaguer. So he was wanting to meet with me about radio, and I go, dude, you don't want me to endorse this product for you on the radio because what's my niche? I'm going after adult league baseball players, 25, 54. Like, what are you going to sell, one bat? It's not worth it. But endorsements, repetition, sponsorships of like what I want to, when I listen to my station back home, you would hear like, all right, it's time for E-News, brought to you by Behind the Smoke, or brought to you by Cali Comfort. Mm-hmm. And it's been the same ones for 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
And you know it. And those little sponsorships, I don't think they're that expensive. It's branding. And the thing about radio,
it's
brand,
top of mind,
brand. People want these magical results. It doesn't work that way. It's frequency, it's repetition.
And relationships.
Like and personality.
The relationship that the business has with you can go in as a business and say, well, what's my ROI?
Right.
What's my ROI of radio? Like those people, they never get any fucking return.
Never.
But if you are a great person and a great business and the people that you bring out there, you can develop incredible, like the relationships that we've had with radio has just been phenomenal for a business in Spring Valley.
Absolutely, man. And that's where so many business owners don't see that. And it's hard to sell, right? I mean,
very hard to sell.
I did a brief stint selling sponsorships for the Texas Rangers at one point in my life. I hated it, man. I hated it. Like, you want signage in the ballpark. Well, how do I know it's going to work? I'm like, at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I don't know if it's going to work. See you later. Like, it's just really hard you have to believe in the product as well. And like,
you also have to have the creative flexibility to help the business or the brand to get the exposure, because you can have whatever inventory you want. I can have signs at the fucking event, or you can be in the program, like whatever you want to call it. Like, well, what do you care about?
Right.
Like as a business, what do you care about?
What do you want? I mean,
do you have employees that you want to go and take out to, a great day at the ballpark?
Right.
Then I have that available.
Absolutely. And there's these different layers, and I think people do get hung up in ROI but I do know that like what Kaplan does, he's got that business mind. I don't have really that business mind. What I do though is I've done a good job at endorsing products over the years because I've always loved and believed in those products. Mm-hmm. I remember being confused once when a sales rep walked in and I was on the Mikey show, and he goes, "Anybody in here have Uverse?" And I said, "I do." And he said, "Oh, great. How'd you like to endorse Uverse?" I said, "Yeah, I love it." And Mikey goes, No, you can't. You're not doing that. I'm going to do it. I go, but you don't have Uverse. You have Cox.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, it doesn't matter. It's the Mikey show. I'm doing it." I'm like, okay. Well, how are you going to endorse a product that it didn't compute with me? And so another one of those life lessons of like, don't endorse shit that you don't believe in.
Correct.
I say it in my spots. When I broke up with Hannah at that time, I was so fucking depressed. I didn't know what was the matter with me. I thought I was dying. I literally thought I had like some terminal disease. Go to my doctor, my family doctor. Guy walks in, he's got the papers, and he's kind of rattling them around. And he's looking at these numbers, and he goes, "I got to ask you something. I want you to be honest with me." I go, "Sure, always. What do you got?" I'm like, "What am I dying? Like, what, fucking chlamydia? What is it? Like, tell me right now." And he goes, "What did you take?" And I'm looking at him I'm like racking my brain. I'm like, was I just at Coachella? I'm like,
no idea what the fuck I just took.
I don't know how MDMA got in my drink. I really don't. But no, I go, what do you mean? He goes, did you take like Winstrol or like Decadurabolin? What anabolic steroid were you taking? And I'm looking at my body going, clearly none. And he goes, "I've never seen levels so low of testosterone in my life. This is my family doctor. This isn't the Total D clinic. This is my family practitioner." He goes, "Did you take something and then get off and your levels drop?" I go, I'm looking at him like, "No." He goes, "Mr. Woods, you have the testosterone of a 90-year-old man." And I'm like,
Jesus.
So I think I'm dying. I couldn't get out of bed in the morning. I had no gas in the tank, man. I'm like, every day was just a grind to get through. So then I go to Total T. Wasn't even on the air, wasn't endorsing them. I'm like, "Hey guys, I used to be in radio.
I'm fucking dying.
And they're like,
"Hey, I'm dying.
We remember you. but you're still going to have to pay, like, because
Yeah.
I wasn't endorsing it. So I started on the Total T program. And I didn't really feel anything. And then my guy at the gym, my trainer at the time was like, give it about a month. One morning I wake up and I'm like, oh, like the fog is lifted, like the sheet is rising. I'm like, I'm back. And I was a client of the Total T Clinic for 2 fucking years before I got to endorse them on the radio.
Wow.
Like, talk about believing in a product.
For sure.
That's belief.
Yeah.
My eye doctor, you know, I had gone in, and a friend of a friend had recommended Dr. Feldman to me, and went in, did it, and was like, I want to endorse this. I paid out of pocket.
Yeah.
And ended up getting paid back over the course of like 4 years. But I loved to talk about her because I got it done on a Friday. Sunday I was on the baseball field like a fucking hawk. Like everything was vivid. The grass, I'll never forget that day. I'm like, I can see every
fucking insane.
stitch on the baseball, right?
Insane.
It's insane.
I mean, once I got contacts, I was like, all of a sudden I could see the ticker,
Yeah.
like the bottom ticker. I'm
It's
like, once I couldn't see the
crazy.
ticker, I was like, what the fuck is going on
I know.
with me?
I
And then
know,
all of a sudden
man.
I have HD vision once I put on contacts.
It
It's
is
nuts.
it was truly amazing. So I've really done a good job, I think, at endorsing products that I believe in, and that's how you get it, man. Radio endorsements are just clutch. They're just so clutch, but you got to do them. You got to keep doing them. You got to keep doing them, and they can get a little expensive, but they work. They absolutely work.
Where do you see radio going? I mean, we're 2019, and I mean, 2020, 2021. I mean, there's a reason why you were podcasting.
Yeah. I don't know. I like podcasting. I do. I've obviously been doing it for a long time, but there's something. Okay, Manny Machado is a perfect example, right? Manny Machado signs that morning. What podcast was I going to listen to get that news?
You had to listen to live radio.
Had to.
Yeah.
And you had to listen to live and local radio.
And you guys fucking stayed live.
And if you tuned into 1090 that morning, we made your fucking day
That was
because our day
incredible.
was made.
Yeah.
You can do and I'm not shitting on podcasting because again, I love podcasting. I like them all. I like
Yeah.
them both. I love them used in conjunction with each other. I've never had that thought process of radio's going to die. It's going to go away. There's still the best way to connect to a local audience is through live local radio. And I really believe that. And I just have I've always had this theory that as long as there are sports that are played, people will want to hear and talk about them. So I always feel like sports radio is a little safer than music radio. That said, I mean, I know that some of these stations need to be fixed. I know they need to be managed. And they need to start over. They need to get other salespeople that they need to have more. It's a fine line. You know, you got to pay for the good talent, but you also got to make sure you guys are out there selling good
Yeah.
ratings. And we're finally getting ratings. So, Sean, after 10 years roughly in this business, I no longer think about 2022.
You think about today.
I think about our show today, and I think about our show tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
And if I think about 2022, I'm going to lose my mind.
Yeah.
I've heard for the better part that I've been here that radio's dead. I hear it all the time. Some guy today.
Newspapers are dead. Radio's
newspaper
dead.
dead, radio's dead.
Television's
Some
dead.
guy
I mean,
today, sports radio in San Diego's on life support. I'm like, we have like a fucking 5 share right now, which is phenomenal. Phenomenal. So
unbelievable.
if that's life support for men 25-54, fine. Call me dead. I'll take the fucking 5 share. Like I'm ecstatic with how our show has gone. And listen, it's not in my hands if Mighty 1090 survives.
Yeah.
Or if it goes away, oh well, not my fault.
Sure.
I did my fucking job, you know, and hopefully somebody else will pick me up. But if that doesn't happen, then guess what? I will figure it out in the next thing. I'll go work for the fucking SEALs. I'll go do whatever else I have to do to support my family that I'm passionate about. I don't subscribe to that. I understand you have to always be planning for the future, and I do, and I have, and I am. I'm constantly thinking about what if. But as it pertains to radio, it's out of my hands. It really is. So many of these things that came along were supposed to just ruin radio. Like Apple Music. I don't use Apple Music. I'm not paying for Apple Music. I pay for Spotify because I like it. I use it all.
Sure.
I don't just listen to local radio. I listen to podcasts. I listen to my app, station in Dallas. I listen to a million things. I consume a lot of media. But I don't like the people that are, fucking radio sucks, man. I podcast only. Well, you're missing out.
Sure.
You're missing out because guess what? I love listening to podcasts. I got 10 of them on my phone right now that I go through. And when I'm sitting in traffic, if I don't like what I'm hearing on the radio, guess what I do? I put on a podcast. But I consume all of it. And I think those people that are so quick to shut down, terrestrial radio sucks and local radio sucks. It's like, nah, man, like you're missing out on some good stuff. A couple of guys,
great storytelling,
that are,
great content is great content.
Laughing and yeah, we can't curse and we can't do some of the things I want to do, and we are a little bit restricted, especially us. I think in the morning. Kaplan does what the fuck he wants. Got
Kaplan
19
does
years
not give a fuck.
Kaplan will do 3 hours and never mention sports. Sometimes and listen. Sometimes those are my favorite shows.
Yeah.
When I first started, we were having those battles with him and Cilio on the air.
That was the best. That was the best fucking radio that's
like,
happened in San Diego my whole life.
It was Stern-esque.
It was unbelievable. Every show was roasting.
Every
Cilio.
show was roasting.
You guys were roasting him. Darren Smith was roasting him. Fucking Kaplan was
like a fucking.
He was like,
and I'm just sitting there going. I'm listening at home like this. I'm pacing. Like, oh my god, Cap, holy shit! I was riveted, and we need more of that.
Absolutely,
we need more of that.
Well, it also helps to have, the Dave and Jeff podcast that are commenting on the radio.
But
they were also, they're fueling the fire with Twitter and the things, but it's like all of the talent is you guys are all getting along.
I texted those guys the other day, and I think they mentioned it on their podcast. So it was me, Dave, Jeff, and Costa from 1360, who's now my competition in the morning. So yes. I love Costa. I don't have a beef with one single solitary person at 1360. Not one. I love all those guys. I really do. They were great to me. And I will never say a bad word about them. They gave me my shot. 97.3 The Fan, different story. Altogether. Completely different story. Fuck them in their ear. But I'm texting Dave and Jeff and Costa, and I go, Dave and Jeff, you guys fucked up. You should have done whatever you had to do to get mornings at 97.3. I go, can you imagine if I'm on 1090, you two dipshits are on 97.3, and the king of all dipshits, Costa, is on 1360. Our bosses would hate us because we all love each other. Yes. We always will. But I would be like, you know what? Fuck these guys. Let's call them.
Yeah.
And our boss would be, stop calling Dave and Jeff. Stop calling Costa.
It would be phenomenal radio.
And the bosses would never let it happen.
Yeah.
They never would let it happen. Even though the listeners want it. Even though we all feel that there would be enough of the pie to go around, none of us really give a shit about making money.
Absolutely.
We all like doing good stuff and having fun together. Mm-hmm. The wars between the three shows would be San Diego lore. Like, they'd be talking about it in 30 years. Like, remember that fucking summer where Woods was going and throwing shit at Dave and Jeff at their live broadcast?
Oh, be phenomenal.
It would be amazing. And they would look and go, that motherfucker, he got us. It's our turn. And none of it would be taken personally. We would agree, like, all right, let's not do ratings. Ratings is an easy mark, and Costa, you'd lose every time. But let's go have some fucking fun, right? And make this fun. And I was really like, it popped into my head. I'm like, that would be amazing.
It would be fucking.
And
phenomenal. Jeff's
like, well, they won't talk to us there. Like the guys,
Jeff's been burning as many fucking bridges as he can.
Kevin Klein has a better shot at getting back into 97.3 than Jeff.
Jesus Christ.
No, man, it's a fun industry, and it's lacking though. There needs to be more. I'm constantly pushing our show to do better. Ben and I have this ongoing thing, and Paul does a great job. He works his ass off, makes no money.
Paul Reindl, he's phenomenal.
Mad, he has really grown into a guy I can't live without.
Well, he cares.
He cares
so
deeply
much, about the show.
So much. And
at all hours.
I cannot imagine my life without Paul in it as my producer. But, he has a job to do. And his job is to make sure that we have interviews. And
well, not only have interviews, but a lot of producers don't understand. I mean, Alex Padilla gets it, but if you don't get that content up, like say Jim Trotter comes on,
ASAP.
if you don't cut that interview up, then how can Trotter retweet that out to his followers?
So all his people.
It's like Paul you need to get that traffic. You have to get that traffic, and Paul does a phenomenal job.
It's so funny because Ben does the news at night, and then comes in and has got to do 4 hours with me. And I think there are times where Ben's just like, when Ben wants to put it into cruise control, because I understand him wanting to, and I know he needs to sometimes. So that means I got to step up and bring the heat.
It's a marathon.
And I that means for me, I got to pick him up. He's my partner. But if Ben had his way.
So you mean taking videos of him when he's sleeping in his car?
Yeah, exactly. Shit like that. If Ben had his way, we'd do 19 interviews a day. Why? Because interviews are easy.
Yes.
And you can say, hey, so tell me about blah, blah, blah. Sit back, let him answer. Next thing you know, 20 minutes has gone by, and you're like, all right, when we come back, we're going to be talking to so-and-so. And I challenge Ben all the time. I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want to do that interview. I don't want to talk to the Cal State San Marcos golf coach,
fuck
Ben.
them.
I don't want to do it. Let's do something better. Let's do something more original. And he gets it. He gets it. And he's like, and he'll go, all right, what do you want to do? And I'm like,
Well, that's how you make each other better.
Follow my lead.
For sure.
Follow my lead, Benny. And I go, Ben, I know this sounds crazy, but I would love to get to the point one day where we can do a 4-hour Ben and Wood show without one single solitary interview. That's my goal, is I want to do a 4-hour show where we don't have to go, hey, let's get an update on the NCAA brackets. No, I want to do 4 hours of us and our takes and our bits and our stories. And I think we can get there. It's going to take some time. It's really hard to do, but I don't want to have to use interviews as a crutch. 75% of them are great, and they're really good guests, and they're well done. It's that one that sticks with me for a week where I'm like, why the fuck did we have that guy on? Why the fuck did we?
Yeah.
Why did we fucking blow? That guy was fucking terrible. You know, and it's on me. Like, I get mad. I'm like, I got to pull something out of this guy and make this good. They're not all home runs, right? No hitter goes up and hits a bomb every fucking time. But at least we are now thinking that way, where Ben will be like, I got an idea for a bit. And I'm like, all right, that idea is fucking terrible, but let's make it better. Like, we'll make it better and better. And then we extrapolate it, and it's great. Paul's the same way. Paul will send me these long texts of like, blah, 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 blah. And he's so excited and like ambitious. And I'm like, all right, but how do we execute it? And he's like, well, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. So
figure it the fuck out.
So it's great. Like, this is our day every day. We had Alan Trammell on today. I love Alan Trammell. Alan Trammell's a fucking Hall of Famer. He's San Diegan. I go, he was great. And I go, but why are we having him on? We were talking Tigers baseball? And I just want them to, I'm the guy that's constantly trying to push us to, all right, shit, what could we do that's better?
Well, I think a lot of your past radio experiences helped you with that.
Had to.
I mean,
You've
seen success and failure on both sides.
Yeah.
In, on the music side, at all these different buildings that you've been in, being a utility player on all these different shows. You're like, fuck, this is our shot.
This is our shot.
I can't think about 2020. I have to think about fucking tomorrow.
I've winged
it. You have 4 hours tomorrow.
I've done 4-hour shows where we didn't prepare, and not by my choice. I've winged it. I hated it, but it made me good. It made me good on my feet, and I'm always... like, and I'm sure it drives those two crazy because they're in the mentality sometimes too. And I totally, again, this is not a shot at them. I fucking love them and I understand it. They're in the mentality of, okay, cool. I got 4 guests booked. Okay, I'm good. I'm done.
Yeah.
Like, I did my job. I'm good. I can go do what I need to do. My brain all day is like, God damn it. Give me a fucking bit, man. Think about something with Manny and Tatis and what can I write? What can I produce?
Well, you want that compelling
what voice
content
can I do? Like,
that you can't miss.
Yeah, that you
want
have
that.
to hear.
Correct.
Like, you have to hear. And every now and then, I don't know if you heard the Easter. We did a bit where Ben, Easter hearts that had like I love you and stuff.
Valentine's hearts.
Yeah, Valentine's hearts.
Yeah.
We did it for Valentine's Day, and I'm driving into work, and it just popped in my mind, and I'm like, Ben's looking at me like, "Are you fucking crazy?" And I'm like,
yes.
I'm like, we're fucking doing it. We did it, and it slayed. Like, it just slayed. It's the Ben Higgins Valentine's hearts, and it murdered. And like, that's when I'm like, reach over and pat myself on the back. But I'm like, without Ben, it doesn't work. I can't do that. Like, I need him to do that. So they've been both so accommodating of my fucking whims. And I'll run in the morning and be, Paul, get this audio, and I want you to fucking put this in there. And he's like, okay, and he just does it, and he nails it every time. So they're amazing. But I'm always constantly, I'm the one that's like, let's go. We can do better. We can do better. We can do better. Let's be better. Let's be better than Costa and Judd. Let's be better than Dan Cilia. Let's be better than Scott Kaplan. Let's be better than Darren Smith. Let's be the best. Let's be better than DSC.
Sure.
Those guys have run this town for a long time. Let's be better. Let's go get them.
Yeah.
I love those guys, but fuck them. Like, I want the crown,
Absolutely.
honestly, and there's only one way to get it. It's to be the best, you got to beat the best. And that's my goal.
For sure.
That's
I
my
think
goal.
that's, one of the things that we've learned just podcasting is we don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're not radio people. I mean, we run our business, but for us, it's given us the opportunity to fuck up, to fail, to stumble over words, to try to just do the best fucking job we can on a consistent basis so that each week we try to be more compelling and listen to, the people that are listening to the show, the people that care. That's all we can do, right?
That's it, man.
It's really all we can do.
I mean,
the thing that we
I
love
fuck up words every day, on the air. But
it's part of the deal.
Say stupid shit. But the best advice, if some kid asks me, how do I be good on the radio? Be you plus 10% is some of the best advice I've ever learned. You don't want me plus 20. You don't want me plus 15. You want me plus 10. Me at 0 is still enough, but you plus 10%, that works. That works on the air. That's the best advice I ever got in this business is be you plus 10%. Nobody likes the way over the top. No, Stephen A. Smith's fine. His takes are actually really brilliant. He has some brilliant takes. I don't need you to scream at me. I don't need it. Like, I know that's your shtick. I get it. All those guys have done so well for themselves. The Jim Rome's the world. I can't listen to Jim Rome anymore.
No,
I just can't.
I can't either.
I don't want to do a smack off.
I used to love Jim Rome.
You got some guy.
I can't do it.
You got some guy calling in, reading off of a script, trying to get on a smack off, which is like 1997. There's nothing different.
Yeah.
Where is your evolution?
Yeah.
How have you gotten better? How has your show gotten better? How have you grown? If you're still doing the same bits you were doing 15 years ago, guess what? I don't care how much money you make. You suck.
Yeah.
You suck. And that's the way I feel. If you're not constantly looking to do better and be different, then you're lazy. You're lazy.
Yeah.
You're lazy. And I don't, that's one thing I don't like that about this business.
As far as like for us podcasting, it's something that it lives forever on the internet. And, one of the cool things for us is it's literally a time capsule of what's happening in our lives. I mean, when we started in May of 2017, it was right before I was going to have our first son, Colleen. And now I'm waiting for our daughter to come in June. It's incredible. But then I go back and I listen, I'm like, well, first of all, that was a shitty podcast. I did a shitty job. But then I remember.
Don't ever go listen to your old shit.
But you remember what the fuck was going on in your life.
You remember the day, yeah, you do.
What would you want your son to remember today if he were to listen to this and he was a teenager or he was about to go to college? What would you want him to know?
It's that thing of like I really spin out when I think about the fact that I know we're gonna have knockdown dragouts. I know we're not going to get along all the time. I know that. I mean, nobody does. My one message to him will always, there'll be a few, but one of them will be just be passionate. Like, and it's hard. Like, I know there's only a couple of things out there that if he was super passionate about, I would have a problem with. One of them being like, if he was really into gaming.
Esports?
Yeah.
He was an esports player?
Now, if you want to, I will lose myself for 8 hours playing fucking MLB The Show, like 8 to 12 to 15 sometimes, no problem. But then I'm like, I'm gonna die. My brain is rotting. You can't do this all the time. Hannah will not. She won't let a fucking PS4 in the house. She sold mine when I moved in. I had one, and I was like, babe, we can watch DVDs. And she goes, nobody fucking watches DVDs anymore, you old bastard. Like, I'm selling this thing. Sold it to Dotseth.
Oh no way!
Right, and his
That's
kids got
hilarious.
it now. He's got my PS4. Gave him a hell of a deal, and. So if he was like way into gaming, I'd be like, oh shit, I just like you sitting in front of a computer all fucking day, like
you'd support
19
him.
hours. I probably would.
You'd support him.
My wife wouldn't.
Yeah.
Which means I wouldn't.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'd be
me too.
Yes, I'd be like
my wife's the same. I mean, she's
it's
like
the same,
we're about to have
thing.
we're about to have a daughter, and she knows damn well as much. She loves her mother. She talks to her mother every single day on Skype. Like, which is incredible because it's free and she can video Skype and she can watch her granddaughter on the other side of the world. But like, she knows that there's going to be a point where our daughter is going to become a teenager and she's going to fucking hate her.
Yeah, she's going to hate her. She's going to hate you.
Yeah.
You guys are going to, like, it's, I spin out about it all the time. And I just, when you look at, I look at him at night and he's such a sweet kid and he's also a little shithead. And I'm like, you're going to be a fucking prick, aren't you? You really are. He's going to be just like his old man. Frankly, just like his mom.
Yeah.
And I look at Hannah all the time. I'm like, oh, you surprised two assholes made a little asshole?
Shocking.
Like, that's how it works. But at least he'll be quick. Because Hannah's quick. Hannah's the quickest human I've ever met. She's twice as quick as me. Just bam, bam, sarcastic, cutting, like funny as hell. You're like, God damn, that hurt. And he'll have some skills there. He'll be able to talk. But I hope that he finds something that he loves, and I hope he finds it early. And I want to support without pushing. And I want him to be passionate about something. Passion to me is everything. And sometimes my passion is misguided. And the way I express myself is misguided, and it's wrong. And I yell and I get upset, but it all pretty much comes from a good place, a place of giving a shit. And I've always, like I said, I've always felt like if I'm not passionate about something, I won't do it anymore. I just won't. If I don't have that burning desire to compete or to
be better on the radio.
Be better, then I won't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I just won't do it. I'll do something else. Find something else that lights the fire. But it's never been a money thing for me. Money has never motivated me. Cars have never motivated me. I don't need fucking nice speakers. I don't really have a thing. Like I'm really into, whatever, like TVs. Like I just never had a thing. Like
you like the opportunity to do the things you love.
And baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I'll spend $250 on a bat, you know, but I'm like, I don't give a shit what my car looks like on the inside, outside, the rims. I don't care. It's not me. I have the things that I'm passionate about and I throw myself into them fully, 100%. So that's just been kind of how I've gotten through it. And like I said, just more speed bumps than you could ever imagine. And I know my life looks pretty great, and it is. I have no complaints. But holy shit, is it hard sometimes. It's a lot easier now. The less you give a shit after a while, you're like, man, it really used to bug me what like my reputation was or what people said about me. And then I think about the people that I know and that know me the best and that I'm close with. I'm like, no, they love me. I'm good. I love them.
Yeah.
And what a building is saying about me and the rumors and things that have gotten back to me, I'm like, some of them I'm speechless. Like, I'm like, really? Like, there was a rumor that I slept with a very, very attractive female DJ and that we got caught at a broadcast location of a big festival and that's why they can't do houses anymore. I'll tell you right now, it never happened. It never got close to happen. But as far as that rumor is, perpetuate it. Have a ball.
Yeah,
like, it doesn't make me look bad. I've heard some of the gnarliest shit about myself. Palais was the best. Dave Palais was the best. Some of the best advice I ever got. So you know the Kevin Kline situation that went down?
Oh, yeah. So Kevin Kline was coming to San Diego.
Yeah, 97.3 The Machine.
Correct.
And was tweeting how he's going to take everybody's audience and fuck you guys. I'm coming for you. And shtick. I've seen it a million times. Howard's done it. Everybody's done it. So he posts that meme, the jump to a new morning show.
Yes. Off the Coronado Bridge.
Off the Coronado Bridge.
Suicide
joke. Before he's even started on the
Padres
air.
Twitter was all over. And they said, this is fucking unacceptable.
And started retweeting the Padres. So 2 days later, they're in meetings, and they're like, Steve Woods did this. Steve Woods is responsible for creating this hubbub, this uproar. My only tweet about it was I tweeted at Cantori because we had both worked there, and I said, hey, man, remember when we were the problem children of Entercom? And that's all I said. Padres Twitter, Gavin, I believe, was the guy that kind of started it.
Yeah, Gavin was all over it.
He had like lost a family member to suicide and was like, fuck, I'm pissed. Like, this
sucks. He was really upset. I mean, I was there very early on, and I was like, dude, this is fucking wrong.
How do they explain it in their meeting was, hey, guys, don't worry. Woods did it. Woods did it. And that rumor was going around, and they're like, Woods has burners.
And you didn't have a job.
I had been on the 1090 for 2 days.
For 2 days, yeah.
We've traced the IP addresses back to 1090. It's Woods. He's got burners. I'm like,
there's all the sales staff saying that.
Yeah, no, it's management. It's
not the IT staff.
Right. Management and
These
like
fuckers didn't
and like
trace
Kevin
shit.
Kline.
Yeah, it gets serious.
And so they're like, it's Woods. Woods did all the. Woods is the one reaching out to the Padres. I have a fucking 6-week-old at home. I'm sick, and I have a brand new job. I've been there for 2 days. Guys, don't blame me. Blame Kevin Kline. Blame the guy that sent it. Also, maybe blame yourself because maybe you approved it.
Yeah.
Maybe you said it. Maybe that's why he's still in the company and you really just kind of shut him up.
It was actually a graphic.
Yeah, it was
somebody actually graphically designed
absolutely they did. And it was signed off on.
Yeah.
Okay? And I know that.
And it wasn't taken down.
So I'm fucking wigging out because it's going around this. I got people calling me, texting, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, what? Number one, I barely know how to check messages on my phone. I'm not going to have fucking 40 burners and be doing some complex web.
Yeah.
So I'm a wreck about it. I'm a wreck. I'm like, my fucking reputation. I'm fucking going to kick somebody's ass. Fucking Palais calls me. I tell him the story. He goes, so what? Own it. I go, what? He goes, own it. I go, what the fuck do you mean own it? He goes, you basically just got a guy fired. You made them flip an entire station. They're giving you that much power? Own it. You're a fucking legend. And I went like this. I go, oh my fucking God. It just made sense. I was like,
Sure.
And then
think whatever the fuck you want to think.
It was right
I
then.
can't change
It
how
was
you think
right
anyways.
then, in that moment when I stopped giving a shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I went, oh, good. Fuck you guys.
Right?
Thanks. Thanks
Yeah.
for the legend. You know, thanks for the legendary status. That girl you said I slept with doesn't make me look bad.
Correct.
Thanks. Keep talking about me.
It's
Keep
the
lying about me. Like, keep making shit up. Because, like, one of the other great stories, and before we go, so I go over to iHeart, right? And I had the way it went down when Cantori and I got fired. Is Cantori got fired. They wanted me to stay, and I said I can't. Like, I'm a prick if I stay. Right? We're partners. We have another year, whatever. And it was tumultuous. It was a rough year. There's no question about it. Can't blame them. Can't blame him. Just one of those deals. So I walk into iHeart, and you know who Little Tommy is? Tommy Sablon.
I think so.
He's been the producer for. He was
Actually, yeah, I have.
yeah, Little Tommy.
Yeah.
He's been around forever. He's in the fucking Radio Hall of Fame. He was Jeff and Jer's producer. I peripherally have known Little Tommy like through Facebook, right? So it's like my first day. I walk in, like get my key card, and fucking out of the Tommy Sablon walks in. Woods, dude, I've been wanting to meet you, man. I'm like, hey, how you doing, man? Pleasure to meet you. Fucking Radio Hall of Famer. Like, this is great. He goes, man, I just had to introduce myself. I go, oh, cool, thanks. He goes, fuck, dude, you're a legend. I go, what? He goes, dude, I heard when they fired Cantori, you walked in the manager's office and told him to go fuck himself. And I'm like, and I look at Tommy, I'm like, it's absolutely what happened. That's exactly 100% what happened. I told him to go fuck himself, fuck his mother, fuck the whole, and I go,
Flip the desk.
I flipped the desk up. I fucking kicked the door down on my way out. I jammed a key card right up his ass. Then I walked out the door. And I'm looking at it in my mind, I'm just laughing. And I'm
Right.
just like, holy shit. Like, holy shit,
Yeah.
this business. But yeah, I no longer give a shit. It doesn't bother me at all. Keep it up.
For sure.
Because their eye is, I heard that on opening day, that fucking load, Rich Herrera, who was running Padres radio, he's not anymore. This is great, all the dirt you guys are getting. Rich Herrera makes this sign at Petco Park opening day that says Steve Woods is a Yankee fan. And I'm like,
So what?
and here's me. Yep.
Yeah, no
I've
shit.
Literally never denied it. What
No
hat am I
shit.
wearing now? What game do I fuck?
Yeah.
I watch. I go to more Padre games. I watch. I'm so into the Padres. And here's me in my mind. I'm like, keep it up.
Yeah,
That's one more instance. Your eye was off your fucking prize.
for sure.
Your eye is on me. It's not on your job, which is making 97.3, I don't know, viable, listenable.
Yeah.
Your eye is off the fucking ball once again. And guess who that benefits? Me. Keep it up. Guys.
Correct.
And if you're listening, keep it up. I love
Absolutely.
it. More. Give
Well,
me more.
I mean, we love it, and we appreciate you and Ben for igniting the fire that happened with us on
Yeah.
Twitter. I mean,
It's my pleasure.
Stover wrote a whole blog post, and we've talked about it on the podcast. But I mean, people getting upset with us for supporting the Chargers.
It's crazy to me, man.
Like, these fucking people have never been to Spring Valley,
Right.
nor would they ever
Nor
come
would
to
they
Spring
ever-
Valley.
yeah.
Like, you fuckers are tweeting from North County or
Yeah.
Gaslamp or wherever the fuck you are. You would never
come here.
touch foot in Spring Valley,
No,
and
it's
all
so
you're
true.
doing is adding. So people, hey, where's that? I've never heard of Cali Comfort.
This galvanizing thing happens, right? The
Yeah.
people that, even the people that like you moderately,
Yes.
then like you more,
I mean,
right?
the amount of Yelp reviews, positive Yelp reviews we got because these people are writing,
the-
it was unbelievable.
I hope Rich
Grateful.
I hope Rich Herrera makes 25,000 of those signs, and I hope
Yes.
he posts them around Petco
For
Park,
sure.
right?
Everybody
And-
wants an enemy.
Absolutely. And I've got so many. A lot of them, I feel like they're, and that's the only thing that sticks in my craw every now and then is like, man, what the fuck did I ever do to you guys but come in
Yeah.
and work my ass off for you? But if that's how, like, I don't like playing in the mud, but goddamn, am I comfortable there?
Sure.
I am really,
Sometimes you can
really
fucking just,
comfortable. I'm comfortable.
Hang with the punches.
And that's
Get in
it.
the ring,
And
no
it's just
problem.
like, it's like, holy crap, you guys. Keep talking about me. Keep
Yes.
talking about Ben. You know, there's,
I mean, we have Charger anti-Charger fans that are upset about the Padres.
yeah.
And they're like, oh, well, this fucking restaurant, like, they're supporting Dean Spano. I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with the Padres?
Right. Has nothing to do with it.
Like, we also cheer for the Cholos, the soccer team in Tijuana.
Yeah.
Is that a problem?
Yeah, it's it really is it's baffling. I do, it's funny. My wife's a native, obviously.
Yeah.
Grew up here, and she loves it here. She'll never leave, but she's not. She knows she's comfortable in it. She doesn't need to let everybody, like, she know you once you're here and you just know it. It's in you. then it's in you. You don't have to tell everybody. You know, she doesn't have to be like, I'm San Diego native, 619 till I die. You know, she's just lives it. She just is it. And therein lies the difference, you know, and my son will be the same way. My son, native San Diego, you know, and
native San Diego.
Yeah, exactly. So it's, you know, that's nothing, dude. I would do that for a friend anytime. And I just thought that what that guy did to go out of his way like that is a shitty thing.
Yeah.
It's a shitty thing. It's happened to me. A lot of people came to my defense, but what it does is it galvanizes everybody. It makes you stronger. It makes your business better, makes your radio show better. Makes your relationship with your partner better. That's how Ben and I told him about that the other day, and he's like, fuck, tell him to keep it up. Mm-hmm. We love that. That's just more instances where they're not focused on what they need to be focused on.
Absolutely.
And because every person they hire is the wrong person, it's almost remarkable. If you fucked up as much at your job as management does for that radio station, you wouldn't have a restaurant.
Yeah.
You'd be grilling shit in your backyard.
We would be closed.
That's it.
Yeah, we'd be fucking closed.
That is it.
Absolutely. So, I mean, for us, all the people that listen, we truly appreciate not only what you do for Cali Comfort, but what you do for sports in San Diego. The fact that you're willing to come and share your stories, your vulnerabilities. Well, I mean, that's the thing that is compelling, is that you're not telling us how fucking great you are. You're telling us how fucking hard it was to get to where you are.
So hard.
And that's the truth.
It's still so hard.
Yeah, it's still fucking hard.
It is.
I mean, we've been running the restaurant for 11 years. It hasn't gotten fucking any easier. No. It's actually harder today than it was in 2008.
You're more comfortable.
Yeah.
You know, you're more comfortable, but it's like shit pops up and you're like, God damn, never thought of that. Mm-hmm. Now we got to deal with it.
What's the best way for people to find you?
You can find me on Twitter at the Stephen Woods. Again, a guy was giving me shit about the Stephen Woods. It used to be at Mikey Show Woods, and then when the Mikey Show was no longer, I like hit suggest, and it was the first one at the Stephen Woods. I'm like, all right, cool. So it was at the Stephen Woods. It's not the Stephen Woods. I fucking hate that, but I'm like, whatever.
It's consistent.
It's at the Stephen Woods. The same on Instagram, and then Facebook. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna have Facebook. So
Facebook's cluttered with shit.
Facebook is the fucking worst.
Yeah.
I don't know how much longer I'll be on there, but I think I'm Stephen Woods 22 on Facebook.
All right. Good deal. The only thing we have is social shout outs or behind the smoke. Winner getting a mug. Episode number 99 is going to Todd Allen, 04 Farm D. He wrote us a very thoughtful review on iTunes. We appreciate that. Derek will be back next week for big episode number 100 and give us some stories about Kansas City and IMBBQ. Other than that, what do you got?
I just want to let you guys know the lineup that 97.3 just put out. Just so you guys know, if you're not going to the Padre game today, you should, because you're going to get a chance to see Eric Hosmer play shortstop, and you're going to see Fernando Tatis Jr. behind the dish today.
No way.
According to 97.3.
Who the fuck is working over there?
Austin Hedges making his debut in center field.
No way.
Just incredible.
Wow. That's a good one. We'll put that one in the show notes.
Can I fucking tweet this out?
Everything we talk.
I'm such a troll now because those signs. I'm like, really? Okay. And like in my own mind, I'm like, do I want to call attention to them? Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I kind of do.
Absolutely, call them out.
Oh my God, that is too.
Well, we appreciate your time, man, and
thank you.
How
serendipitous
seals
was that,
seals.
By the way?
Wait, the seals.
Yes.
So obviously, we're devastated that the AAF is folding.
Right.
We love the fleet. Jeff Garner was on the podcast. The whole front office, Johnny Castillo. I mean, the work that they did, they had something incredible built. Unfortunately, it got out of their hands. Building something that big, it was ambitious, beyond ambitious. And we were very close to getting Charlie Ebersol on the podcast, which would have been fucking phenomenal. But he's got enough shit to deal with right now. But the Seals are offering tickets to Fleet fans.
Yeah,
so there's a ticket exchange.
If you've got tickets for the Fleet game on the 14th, you can use them for the Seals game on the 12th. Again, the most fun I've had.
Oh my God, watching you at the Seals game is fucking just phenomenal. I think it's actually more entertaining than watching the fucking.
I've heard that before. I don't want to take away from how badass these fucking guys are, but if you've ever seen a lunatic in a box screaming into a microphone for 2.5 hours, phenomenal. I lose it, man. I get so caught up in it because I love it, and I love all those guys.
Yes,
they're the hardest working dudes. They make not a lot of cash. to be professional athletes, and they fucking play because they love it, and they are badasses, and they are artists.
It was incredible.
The games are so much fun.
Yeah, I went with Zach Duster, one of my best friends since elementary school, and he's a huge lacrosse player, played in college, and he was beyond impressed at the level. It was phenomenal. It's a great fucking time. It's a great fucking time.
Yeah, and if you're ever interested in coming to a game, hit me up, man. I could probably find a way to get some of you guys in there, and then if not, just go to sealslax.com. They've been phenomenal to me. Love being a part of that organization.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, guys.